everyone, welcome back to a brand new haul. Now it's been a hot minute since I have done one of these. I've been meaning to do it probably for the last 2 months and just haven't gotten around to it. A few of these items I've had now for quite a long time, and I've just sat down and checked to make sure that they are still all available, and they are. I have actually worn a few of these items as well, so I was gonna start making this video yesterday, and then I realized some of these items needed to be washed and they're in my laundry hamper, so I've just washed everything and hung it all back up. I don't really have a particular order of how I'm gonna run through this, but I did just want to share a few great pieces I've gotten for this season from H&M, Abercrombie, and I actually have sprinkled a little bit of Bloomingdale's in there as well. I grabbed a few pieces from their website, which I don't usually shop on, but we've been going in there the last few times, so we've had to go to like the mall to grab some things, and they actually have a really nice collection of clothing, so I started to look on there a little bit more often. But I am gonna just jump right in. I'm gonna do what I usually do, which I'm just gonna talk about the pieces, and then I'll also cut away to me wearing them so you can see them styled up as well. Like I said, I checked to make sure everything is available, and everything is available. There's a few items that maybe just have a few sizes available versus like all the sizes, but I am gonna link them below, that way you can check them out and you can buy them as well. I think there are a few sales going on as well, so maybe you can snag a good deal if you go online and purchase. I have a lot of windows in this room. I've moved into a different room for this haul, so the sun is going in and out behind the clouds, so if the lighting changes, that is why. But let's jump right in. My first piece that I'm gonna pull is probably gonna be one of my favorite pieces that I've picked up in the last few weeks. I've actually already worn this a couple times. We went to Nashville last week, and I brought this with me to wear on the plane, and a few times when we went out in the evening, as it got a little bit chillier, but it wasn't cold enough for like a big sweater or big jacket. This is a vegan suede jacket that I picked up from Abercrombie. Now this is a little bit pricey. It is $140. I'm pretty sure I got it on sale when I purchased it all the way back in September. That's what I mean when I say I have some of these items for like the last 2 months. But it is a great jacket that you can kind of keep forever. Suede is definitely coming back into style now, and I know that it was in style back when I was in like high school. So things always come back around. So to be able to snag a jacket like this that you can kind of keep in your closet and bring out year over year, or when the fashion trends kind of go back around, is perfect. I love that it's a little bit more slouchy than your typical fitted suede jacket. I also really love the button details. These are a tortoise color button, and just all the line details on the jacket. You have it here on the arms as well, and then also on the back. Just gives the jacket a little bit more dimension, and then it does have real pockets, which is just a bonus in my opinion, as a lot of times women's jackets do not have real pockets. I picked this up in the size small. I think it's perfect. A lot of times I do size up into a size medium just to get a little bit more of an oversized fit. Just looking at the reviews, I felt like getting the normal size would be best, and I definitely think that was true, because I can still kind of wear a sweater under this. When I traveled last week, I wore it with a white turtleneck sweater and then a pair of jeans, and it was perfect to kind of overlay over those certain items. So definitely one of my favorite pieces that I picked up so far from this season. The next two items are going to be identical, but they are just two different colors. These are the tie front sweater vests that I picked up from Abercrombie. Now these go for $50, but I actually just looked online and they are all on sale for $34.99. So if you're interested in these items, I definitely recommend hopping online and picking them up while they're in the sale and there's still some sizes available. I picked up the two colors because I wasn't really sure what color I wanted. I love wearing blue in this time of year, but I also just loved the yellow. I thought it would be perfect for transitioning into like spring, coming out of the winter. I thought that this would be a really pretty color. So I actually haven't worn this one yet. It does still have the tag on it. I just love the color and all the 4 ties in the front. I have worn this blue one. I actually paired it the other day with my white mauve shorts that I picked up from Anthropologie. So maybe I'll turn to a clip of me wearing it like that. The only thing that is hard for these is that you can see kind of right through the middle. So if you're wearing a bra or something like that, you can kind of see right through. So I always recommend wearing something like stickies or something like that. That way you can't see the bra peering through. It's not too bad. You can sometimes, I've seen on TikTok where people have like tied this one around the bra, and then that way when you tie the bow, you actually can't see the bra at all. The way this falls on me, I'm not able to do that. I do have to wear like the sticky, whatever you call them. I can't think of the word. But still a really cute sweater vest for that time of year when maybe it's not super cold, but you still kind of want to dress to the season. These are perfect. I believe they also do them in white and black, but I love just adding color into my closet. And again, these are just items that I can kind of keep forever. Now, something I picked up from Bloomingdale's, and I have already worn this, so it's a little bit creased because I actually pulled it out of the laundry and haven't steamed it yet. But this is a mini dress that's made to look like it has a sweater over the top, but it's actually all one piece. I was just obsessed with the sleeves as they're a little bit puffy, so when you're wearing it, they kind of puff out a little bit, but then they do pull in around your arm and then just have the little ruching around the side. I just thought this was perfect for Florida. Again, we don't get really cold here. It does get cold sometimes at nighttime, but during the day, you can really just wear like a light sweater as we go into the colder months. And when I say go into colder months, I mean like the 2 weeks in January when it gets cold. But I just thought this was perfect for maybe evenings out, just dressing up a little bit for the season, but not going too crazy. When I did wear this, I paired it with a green handbag, and then I actually just wore my pink velvet Mary Janes that I picked up from Sam Edelman, and it looked really cute. So this is from English Factory. I got it in the size small. I did pick up another English Factory dress that I thought was really cute on the store. I'll put it here. But when I bought it, it literally looked like I was wearing a maid's dress. The way that the black sweater came down, it was supposed to come down straight, but it came in kind of like at an angle in. So it just looked like it was too small for me, but it fit me, and I looked like I was wearing like an old school maid like Halloween costume. So I ended up returning that. I was gonna include it in this video, but I just took so long to film this video that I ended up having to return it. But this one I'm obsessed with. I actually had never heard of this brand. They actually have some really cute stuff on Bloomingdale's. So if you're looking for kind of something new out of your normal brands, definitely highly recommend checking out this brand because they do have some really cute things. This blazer I actually picked up when I was on a work trip in Virginia. I was wearing something similar to this that I had had for such a long time, and I just really needed to upgrade the blazer, and I was walking to where I needed to go, and I saw an Anthropologie, and you can't not stop into an Anthropologie if you see one. So I ran in there, and this was one of the first things that I saw, so I ended up snagging it and actually changing into it midday. Nobody noticed because they're quite similar, but I was just obsessed with the fact that I had just walked in and found it. It was like it was meant to be. It's a little bit pricey because, again, you're getting it from Anthropologie. I think it was like $170 or something like that. I just went on the app and I saw that it's on sale for $99, so way much of a better price if you're in the hunt. If you're on the hunt for a nice kind of like work or casual blazer, definitely recommend hopping on there. This is their slouchy blazer. Now they have a ton of different blazers on their app. I actually just sat and started going through them and kind of got caught off track in looking at different blazers, but this is the slouchy version. So it's supposed to be a little bit more casual. So I usually just wear this to work paired with a pair of jeans and just like a top underneath. That way it's a little bit more smart, but it's not over the top. I love the color. I don't know if it's gonna pick up on the camera, but it does have purple in it and then a hint of green. So it's a really nice shade of coloring for this season. And it does have the buttons on the sleeves as well as the buttons on the front, and again, real pockets, which is a bonus if you're wearing this to work and you need to put things in your pockets. I always honestly wear my blazers kind of rolled up a little bit, so I will just roll it up just kind of like this, and then that way you can see the inside lining, which I think just kind of adds to the style of the jacket. Like I said, I usually wear this with like jeans. I did wear it the other day actually with a black bodysuit, like a onesie, like a gym bodysuit, and just like a pair of sneakers, and it looked kind of dressed down but cute and casual, and just like I would put a little bit of effort into my outfit. But I love this one. It's definitely something I'm gonna literally keep forever. The one that this is replacing I had for years. I must have had it like where I'm working now. I've been working there for almost 5 years. I had it before that, so it must be like 7 years old probably. So it definitely was overdue being replaced. So this is something I'm just always gonna have. I think blazers are great. I actually might go online and find one on Anthropologie that's a bit more fitted. The one I had before this had like padded shoulders, which I thought was nice. But again, this is a little bit more casual, but maybe I'll go see if they have one that's a little bit more fancier for those days when you just wanna elevate your look. This item I am utterly obsessed with. I was so surprised that it wasn't sold out on H&M. I actually got it on sale as well. but it is a heavy duty coat. They call it a jacket, but I'm gonna call it a blazer, and it's brand new. I literally still have the tags on it. I haven't worn it yet. But this is a light pink weave jacket slash blazer, and it is so heavy duty. It's so thick, it's perfect for when it gets a little bit colder and I want to just dress up and look a bit smarter. I am obsessed with the gold details on the arm. You can see the really pretty pink weaved pattern that it is, and then the gold details on the front. Only thing that sucks is that they've sewn in the pockets. Now they look like they're real pockets because I can see like an outline of the pocket on the inside, if you can see that, but they have completely sewn these in. I feel like I'm gonna have to go in with some small pair of scissors or something and see if I can open them up, because I just love to be able to have things in my pockets and actually be able to use them. I am in love with this jacket. It's definitely something I'm gonna literally keep in my closet forever. H&M have definitely stepped up their game, and I'm finding that when I buy things on there, they are a little bit more of like a higher quality versus in the years past. This is such a nicely made jacket that you would almost think that it wasn't H&M when I'm wearing it. I feel like people would be really surprised if I tell them that it's from H&M versus maybe some other store, but I can't wait to wear this. Obviously, it's still a little bit warm out, so I'm not gonna be wearing it anytime soon, but I think by the time Christmas season comes around, I'll be able to wear this out and about. Next, we have a green sweater that I picked up from Abercrombie. Now, I actually have worn this a few times. It did get cold in Florida a few weeks ago after the hurricane. The weather kind of came in and it was really, really nice. So I actually brought out the sweater for a couple days as it was a little bit chilly in the evenings. But this is from Abercrombie. I picked it up in the size small. Sometimes I have to look because sometimes I buy it in medium just to give it a little bit more of an oversized look. This they actually call a funnel neck. So this is probably one of my favorite styles of sweaters when the neck is a little bit high, but it's not too high. It's kind of in the middle point. So they call that a funnel neck. And then I am just obsessed with the fabric. I don't know if it's gonna show up on the camera, but it's like a yarny kind of fabric. So although it's green, it's got a lot of like blue kind of tones in it. So it just gives the sweater a little bit more dimension. I actually had a green sweater from H&M that I've worn over the last couple years, and I just hate the color because it's really quite bland. It kind of washes me out. So having a fabric like this where it's got a little bit more color and dimension to it, it's a little bit more ribbed and styled, is nice because I can really just wear it with a pair of jeans, tuck it in, add a handbag, add a pair of shoes, and my outfit is kind of done. I don't really have to do too much to it. So I am obsessed with this sweater. I've worn it, like I said, a few times, and I know I'm gonna get the use out of it throughout the season. The only thing about buying sweaters from like Abercrombie and H&M is that they bobble quite easily. I've already worn this a few times and it started to bobble kind of like where it usually would on the inside of the arm and down the side of your torso. But I do have a little like debobbler. I'll link that below because I actually just picked up a brand new one, but it is perfect for this time of year to be able to debobble all your stuff before you start wearing it. But that's the only downside of when you get good sweaters at a great price, is that they do bobble. Kind of staying on the Abercrombie & Fitch train, this is another item that I've literally been wearing to the point that it's bobbled. This is a crew neck cardigan with the gold button details. Now I've seen a lot of people kind of style this up. I personally like to wear it completely buttoned up. It's a little bit unbuttoned because I actually just washed it yesterday, but I personally think that it looks really nice when it's done completely up, whether I'm leaving it out or tucked into my jeans. That millennial thing is always tucking sweaters and shirts into your jeans. But it is really cute with the nice little button details. I have a lot of things actually from Abercrombie that have similar buttons. But the only thing is I've worn it maybe like 5 or 6 times already, and it has bobbled so much, and you can kind of see where the fabric is. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. The fabric is kind of pulling away from itself, but that's the only downside. I don't know if it's gonna be an item that I can keep forever. I'm gonna debobble it obviously, but it's just gonna be one of those things where when you're buying from these stores, that's kind of what you get, and maybe it's not really a lifetime item. I picked it up in the size medium because anytime there's something where it buttons up in the front, I always just size up a little bit. That way it's not too tight or pulling or doing that thing where it kind of separates right here and you can see through. So I always just size up a little bit just to give me a little bit more wiggle room. Staying on the sweater train, this is another Abercrombie sweater that I picked up. They actually call this a sweater tee, and I'm assuming that it's just because it's got short sleeved. When I saw this, I thought immediately perfect for Florida when it's a little bit chilly, but it's not super cold. and the sun is out, to have short-sleeved sweater I thought was quite stylish and cool. I don't know if I've ever really seen this before. It does have the turtleneck like the traditional size, so it's quite big, but then the sleeves just have the same kind of detail as the turtleneck, so it kind of just finishes it off. This is in the taupe color, or no, they said this was light brown. I'm sorry, they said this was light brown, but I'm gonna say that it's more taupe than light brown. They do it in a ton of colors. It is $60, and I just looked and it's available, but it's selling out quite quickly. They don't have a lot of sizes. This is an item that I have not worn yet, so I'm looking forward to wearing it. I'm hoping that it's gonna start to cool down now that we're going into November and Halloween's kind of over. Hopefully we get some good weather where I can start wearing my sweaters a little bit more often. All right, on to the maxi skirts. So I am obsessed with maxi skirts. I actually had a ton back in the day that I'd wear to work. I just cycled through like 4 maxi skirts, and then I kind of fell off, and then they've kind of come back around. So I actually snagged these from Abercrombie. I did get them on sale. I don't think they're on sale anymore, but they are still available. They are the same pretty much. They're just like slightly different. So let me just go through one at a time. So I'll start off with the black one. This I haven't worn yet, but I'm excited to kind of dress it up for the holiday season. I think it'd be cute to go to like holiday dinners or holiday parties paired with like a cute sparkly sweater or sparkly top. I think would look really nice. The one thing I really liked about it is the fact that it ties up at the top, so you can adjust it versus it just having an elastic waist or not having any give. It just is nice that you can kind of adjust as you're going. If you're wearing it to a holiday party and you eat, you can adjust it afterwards for when you're bloated with too much holiday food and drinks. This is a super nice length. I got it in the regular. You can definitely get it in petite too. Sometimes petite is too short for me. Sometimes it's perfect. So a lot of times I will just buy the regular, and then if I feel that it's a little bit too long, I'll return and get the petite. But these are in the regular size, so they hit just kind of right above my ankle. So a nice length to kind of pair with a pair of heels or even little like ballet flats as well. This one is originally $80. Like I said, I think I got it on sale, but $80 is not too bad for a good quality maxi skirt. It does have an underskirt underneath, which just gives you that added layer and movement in the skirt. So that I'm obsessed with, because a lot of maxi skirts will just be one piece of fabric, but the fact that there's 2 skirts in this definitely give you a little bit more of like a higher quality skirt. Then I have my leopard skirt, so I'm definitely leaning in to the leopard trends. I'm obsessed. I actually have this and a pair of jeans that you can see behind me, but same thing, same similar skirt. This one also has another skirt underneath it, so again, nice flow and a little bit more of a higher quality skirt. I love the pattern. It's kind of like a soft pattern. I don't really know how to explain it. It's not like boom in your face compared to maybe like my jeans. Let me pull them out, where they're like darker. This one almost feels like it has like a filter on it or something, like a filter just to make it look a little bit more faded and subtle. I don't know if it's gonna pick up on the camera. I feel like the camera's gonna make it quite bold, but in real life, it's definitely a little bit more of like a subtle toned skirt. So I actually wore this paired with a black light sweater when we were in Nashville in an evening for dinner, and it was perfect. This does have an elastic waist. It doesn't have the tie like the black does, so that's the only difference. I don't know why they made one with it and one without. I think that would have been a nice touch, but I did pick this up in the small. Honestly, I feel like I might have been able to downsize to the extra small just because of the fact that it doesn't have the tie for me to be able to adjust when I'm wearing it, but the small still fits. I've worn it a couple times and it looks really, really cute and definitely is the trend right now. But again, leopard is always coming back around, so to be able to have these pieces in your closet and not have to rebuy every time the trend comes back is perfect. Moving kind of away from sweaters and skirts, I have a few gym pieces. So the first piece is a black square neck onesie that I picked up from Abercrombie's YPB, which I actually was sitting there a minute ago and was like, what does that stand for? And it stands for your personal best. So that's like their like gym range that they have. So I picked up the onesie. I actually picked this up in a medium. So I also have their like black tennis dress as well that I've worn a couple times, and that I have in medium. I just find that the fabric is quite tight, so if I buy my normal size, which is a small, it's just way too restricting. So I always just size up in things like this for gym clothing. So this is in a medium. I've worn this so many times since I picked it up. This is one of the items that I picked up in September, so I've just been wearing it non-stop. I really like the square neck. It makes the onesie just look a little bit more nicer with the square, and then it also have a crisscross back. It has the adjustment straps, which is amazing. A lot of times you buy like jumpsuits and onesies and they don't have the adjustment straps, so that is perfect. The one thing is it came with like the pads for the bra in the inside, and I always just take those out because they are not like sewn in, so when you wash it they're all crinkled or moved around, so I always just pull them out and I'm fine with that. But this is definitely one of my new favorite go-to pieces for the gym. The only thing I would love about it is if it had like a side pocket to drop your phone in. A lot of times I'm like rushing to like Pilates class or something, and I don't bring a bag with me, and I'm just bringing like my phone, my water bottle, and my grippy socks. So be able to slide my phone kind of in a side pocket would be nice. But definitely love this brand. Like I said, I have the tennis black dress as well. I did also pick up the black and white version, but this is the high neck. I haven't worn this yet because I'm going back and forth if this is like a me outfit. I feel like it doesn't really matter for gym clothes. I feel like it's quite cool for like bar classes, Pilates classes, yoga classes, but I do still have the tags on it because I'm just not quite sure if I'm sold on it. They do it in blue as well, so it'd be blue instead of black with the white lines, which does look nice on the model in the app. But it has the high neck as well, and maybe that's what it is. I don't wear a lot of things that are like high neck. It feels restricting, so maybe that's what I'm not too sure about, but I do like the pattern and the style to it, so maybe I just need to give it a go. But this is from the YPB collection as well, and this is originally $60, and I think the other one is around that price as well. Okay, this I did pull out of my laundry basket and it has not been clean, and I have worn it a couple times, so we're just gonna ignore if there's like deodorant marks or anything on it. This is the Mara Crew sweater vest, I think is what they call it, and it's just a really nice sweater vest. I actually picked this up in black because I have the white version, and I've had the white version for the last couple months. Honestly, I think it might have been on one of my hauls that I did a few months ago, so I picked up the black version because I love wearing the white version with like my black shorts from Abercrombie or my blue shorts from Abercrombie. So I did think wearing it with my Abercrombie shorts, which is what I usually wear with these kind of vests, and pairing it with the black sweater would be really kind of classic and more put together. So I am just obsessed with the gold details, really quite similar to like the gold details on the sweater that I showed you earlier. Just a really nice heavy vest, and the fact that it has like the rib details at the bottom and it's a nice shaped bottom rather than it being just like a straight, it kind of just curves on the sides, is really nice and just gives it a little bit more style and dimension. I honestly would go and purchase this in every single color, but I'm gonna stop myself because I have so many sweater vests and I don't need this in every single color. But if you're looking for something that kind of makes you look a little bit more put together without putting too much effort, highly recommend picking up vests like this and just pairing it with shorts. A lot of times I do that. I add a nice belt with a little bit of gold detail, and I literally just put on sandals or like slide on shoes and call it a day. It just makes you look a little bit more put together. Next up, something that I have not been able to figure out how to style at the moment. I did put together one outfit that I'll maybe show here as the cutaway, but honestly it's an outfit that's like full on winter kind of vibes, and it's just not winter here yet. But this is an oversized denim shirt. They call it a shirt. I'm gonna just kind of call it a jacket because I feel like most of the time you are gonna wear this over something versus wearing it by itself. The models and like on Pinterest, I always see people wearing this like denim on denim, but I just don't think I look good with like this color denim and like this color denim paired together. I think if you could find a pair of jeans that are like identical to this, which I thought I had, but then when I put them together, I realized they're off just slightly. Or maybe Abercrombie has a pair of jeans that would be perfect for this, but I am just having a hard time styling it. I'm sure I will come up with something as the weather gets cooler. It is a really nice denim shirt. I love the kind of like medium wash, and the button details here, it does the whole shirt thing with the little hole, and then it also has pockets in the front on the chest, which is really nice, and then obviously buttons all the way down. So you could wear it as just a shirt and button it entirely up, or pair it with something underneath, maybe like a white shirt or a cute sweater, just something to see you into the season. But hopefully I can figure out different ways to style this. Maybe I was just off that day and couldn't figure out what to wear with it, but it is a nice shirt jacket, and this is from Abercrombie as well. All right, my last 3 items are jeans. So I don't usually buy jeans too often. I'm obsessed with at least 2 pairs of these jeans that I have picked up recently. The first, I'm gonna start off with my leopard jeans. These are from Anthropologie. These are the Maeve jean. Now they are cropped leg, high-waisted, no, wide, gosh, it's such a long name. It's like wide leg, cropped leg, high-rise Maeve jeans. I have these in the regular blue denim, which I'm sure you've seen. I feel like I've probably worn them on hauls or in videos before. I love the Maeve jean. I also have them in the white shorts. I think I previously talked about that, pairing it with something here, pairing it with the blue sweater that I showed earlier. I love the Maeve collection. The jeans are so nice because they're really nice and fitted, but they also have a little bit of stretch to them, so they're just comfy to wear all day. I wear these in a size 28. Honestly, I feel like it can drop down to a size 27 just because of the amount of give and stretch they have in them. But I was on the hunt for leopard jeans, and when I saw these, I knew that they were perfect. I love the type of pattern for the leopard jean. There's so many leopard jeans out there at the moment, but I really, really love this fabric. It's a much darker, kind of compared to the skirt that I showed you earlier, but I just love the pockets. You're kind of not gonna be able to tell, but they are like open at the top versus coming in like from the side. So that's what I really love about the Maeve jeans. They're really stretchy. You can kind of see me pulling at them. Really great kind of style. A pair of jeans that I have worn so many times. I actually wear these to work a lot just to kind of add some style to my work outfit and make it feel a little bit more fun. I've worn them over and over again, and I've only had them for a few weeks. I definitely recommend hopping on to the Anthropologie app or website and searching Maeve jeans. They're all so great. I definitely am going to pick up a white pair when it comes to springtime, and then maybe even, they have like a pink pair on sale the other day. Just am obsessed. Next up, we have a pair of Levi's. These are the 501 90s high-rise, I think, and they have the button detail instead of using the zip, which I really like. The actual pair that I'm wearing now are Levi's as well, and they have the same thing, the button detail versus doing the zip, which I think is nice. I am not entirely obsessed with these jeans. I love the color, I like the fit. The only thing which you'll see in the cutaway is here where like the zipper is in your crotch area, it just kind of bunches up, and I don't know if it's the jean or if I have a faulty jean or if it's just way that it sits on my waist, it bunches up like that. But I still have worn them. They look cute with a pair of sweater, like they look cute with a sweater where it kind of just where it can kind of disguise the bunching of fabric that's happening, but they are really comfy and I like the length. It can be really hard to find a perfect length in jeans when you're 5'5", because you're always in between like petite and regular. But Levi's jeans are always really great option. I actually picked these up from Bloomingdale's. They were on back order actually, so they must be a really popular pair of jeans. But I took the tag off and wore them, and then later on I realized the amount of fabric that is bunching up. It might just be me, it might not look weird, you'll see in the cutaway, but I am not entirely sold on these jeans, but they work for the season just to have a black pair on hand. And last but not least, we have my favorite pair of jeans. I know I said the leopard are my favorite pair of jeans, but like outside of like leopard print and like kind of normal jeans, these are currently my favorite. These are aqua light wash striped jeans that I picked up from Bloomingdale's. When I saw them, I immediately was like, I need these. I'm obsessed. I've worn them a few times now. They look super cute with like a white tee and then cute like tan heels that kind of dress it up a little bit. But I am just obsessed. I love the detail, the button details. It kind of just crisscrosses. I don't know if you're gonna see how it kind of just, the buttons here and then it crisscrosses down a little bit and buttons here. So it has a nice detail to it versus having like your normal pair of jeans where there's just one button and it's just kind of straight versus down like that. Bottom is really long. So the way that it was styled on the website is just like this, where the bottom is folded up like that. So that's how I wore them. It does start to fray. They came like that as well, but as you wash them, they're obviously gonna fray a little bit, but nothing a pair of scissors can't fix by just cleaning up the fraying as you wear them. But I think they look super cool like that. I did read on the reviews that some people who are maybe a little bit taller unfolded it and have worn them a little bit more normal with a pair of heels, and they look cool like that. But because I'm 5'5", these are perfect like this. I think they're just super cool and stylish. I've had a ton of compliments where I wear them, and they're just a little bit more different than like your normal pair of jeans. They kind of just elevate the look a little bit, give you a little bit more style while you're still wearing denim. It's still light blue. Just gives you a little bit more edge to your outfit. So I'm obsessed with these. I checked, they are still available. Aqua is a brand that, again, I am not really shopped from. Same for like the English Factory. But when I shop on like Bloomingdale's or Nordstrom, you just come across so many different brands that maybe you haven't heard of or tried. But these guys have a ton of cool jeans to shop from. They have a ton of really nice outfits as well. I'll definitely be purchasing a few more items from Aqua. I think these were on sale as well. I feel like a lot of times when I shop, I'm shopping because they're on sale. But they are still available, so I'll link them below as well. That is it for this week's haul. I hope you enjoyed. I wanted to kind of just include a variety of different things. There's a little bit of trend in there, but there's also a lot of things that I'm just gonna keep forever, a kind of like one and done items that you're just gonna kind of gravitate towards every season. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it gives you a little bit more inspiration of what to wear or purchase this season. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Subscribing helps so much with growing my channel. I am actually gonna hop off now and edit this video while filming a daily vlog. If you didn't see my last video, it has been a few weeks since I posted, but my last video was an Anthropologie Advent calendar like unboxing. So I'll link that here or somewhere down below if you wanna check that out. But my next video will be a weekly vlog, so I'll see you guys on the other side. Bye.